views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to Focal Online TV. Welcome to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Here on Focal Online TV, all we do is we bring innovation to broadcasting through our news platform here called the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. My name is Redfina Courage Bar, and I serve as your news presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. I apologize for the quality of my voice this morning. Of course, we are approaching the Yanpepe season, and the weather condition is kind of bad for us. We are experiencing changes in our weather, and we hope and pray that we all that are faced with this cold can be able to manage it and be able to prevent it from getting to a worse stage. But of course, I'm here this morning, folks, to say happy pre-new year to all of you out there, and merry Christmas and a prosperous new year to you and your family. This is the Christmas season where we spread the message of love, we spread the message of peace, we spread the message of joy that Christ brings to us this Christmas season. And of course, I know Christians are being highly involved as we celebrate Christmas season this year. So, of course, folks, we have varieties of newspapers in studio this morning. We have the Daily Observer newspaper, we have the Front Page Africa newspaper, we have the New Dawn newspaper, and of course, we have Hot Pepper newspaper as well. So, let's take a short break. When we get back, we commence reading of our newspapers in studio. But please don't forget to share our live stream. Don't forget to follow Focal Online TV. Don't forget to always make a request or make a message to us or send a message to us whenever we are going live, because here we bring innovation to broadcasting, and what pleases us is when our message go out there clearly as a broadcasting team. So thanks for joining us this morning. I'm going to be right back with short and informative information this morning for our different news sources in out of Liberia. Please stay with me. Don't forget, my name is Greg Financy Pa, and I am your news presenter here on Focal Online TV.
Hello there, my name is Kay Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, Gilly Nontopa. My name is Greg Finan Pa.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Of course, you are watching us from the Topo Village community, where we broadcast and bring to you this information from our newsroom. Don't forget, my name is Rekina Korishpar, and I serve as your presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. If you are celebrating your birthday today, I want to say a happy birthday to you. And if you are celebrating tomorrow or days to come, happy pre-birthday to you. All of the Decemberists, all of the Decembrists who are coming back to their mother's land, Liberia. We say, a fourth welcome back to you. It's good having you back in our country, Liberia. And Merry Christmas to you. Focal Online TV love you. And Focal Online TV is always here for you to bring innovation to broadcasting. And we say Merry Christmas to you in a prosperous new year. If you are celebrating your wedding anniversary this month of December and it's today, we say happy anniversary to you. If it is tomorrow and the day after, we say happy pre-anniversary to you. If you celebrated yesterday as well, happy belated wedding anniversary to you. So folks, let's dive into our news presentation this morning. We have from the Daily Observer newspaper, we have Join Me, Let's Build Our Country. This is from President-elect Joseph Yuma Boaka. He's saying, join me, let's build our country. And as you may know, Joseph Yuma Boaka, President-elect, is not in the country. He's went out of country to work behind the scene to make our country Liberia a better one. Someone would say he went to lobby. Oh yes, he did. So he's out of the country. He's in a diaspora and he's with some Liberian. He's in some Liberian community there doing what he has to do to help build Liberia come in the next 6 years. So, of course, let's get to know what he was actually saying yesterday or previous day ahead, right? President-elect Joseph Yuma Boaka has called on Liberian diaspora community to join him for his next 6 years to build the country. I ask all Liberians at home and in the diaspora to join me as I lead in a fashion of a servant leader to help build our country together to promote a functional and equitable society for generations to come. Waka told an ecstatic audience at the occasion marking his formal welcoming ceremony hosted by the JNB movement. New England chapter in Liberian communities in the northeast of the United States. It will not be an easy road, but God above all, we will work together to change and transform our country. He heaped praises on the Liberian diaspora, noting that the importance of the diaspora communities in the political, economic, and social development of the country cannot be overemphasized. Against this background, he noted the Liberian diaspora will be nurtured and cultivated as a serious partner in implementing the Unity Party's administration development agenda. Boakat also proposed what he termed a yearly conference on diaspora engagement to help facilitate Liberia's contribution to the community in the development of the homeland. I am pleased to announce that the Liberian diaspora will be nurtured and cultivated as a serious partner in implementing our development agenda. The president-elect said, similarly, I am in the public manner proposing a yearly conference on diaspora engagement to help facilitate Liberia's contribution to the community in the development of the homeland. He he emphasized the importance of the Liberian diaspora in our political, economic, and social development that it cannot be overemphasized. Liberians living abroad at about 500,000, with an estimated 100,000 living in the United States alone, with those living abroad equaling about 10% of the Liberian population. Direct and indirect engagement with the country will have a contribution or a contributing impact on the development of the country. We are aware of how much financial remittance from you to your families and friends in Liberia has created social safety nets and closed gaps in the provision of social services by the government, Boaka said. Your remittance have not only provided a means for people back home to feed themselves and provide housing, healthcare, and education, but they have also contributed substantially to the economy in many ways. Your expertise and networks in the diaspora have also contributed in meaningful ways to the development of private ventures in the larger economy. Boakai lauded the diaspora communities for the immense support rendered to him during the elections. I have come to express my appreciation and deepest gratitude to the Liberian community in Rhode Island and to all Liberian communities in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and continental Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and Caribbean, and many more for joining hands with the Liberians in the motherland in creating a spontaneous people's movement of popular groundswells and a critical mass that brought us this far and undergrade our democracy. He said, I would therefore like to take this time to thank you for your financial and material donations, your expertise, your media outreach, your activism, and your critical voices that created awareness and popularized our message of change, transformation, and message of rescue. He noted that his story of the struggle for democracy and transformation in Liberia has always had a link to the work of diaspora communities. There are organizations and associations that have worked tirelessly to address some of the vexing issues confronting our country. I believe you invested in this process because you wanted a change in the political, social, economic, and material condition that occasioned the steady trend of immigration, particularly in the last 30 years. These were the words from our newly elected president, President Joseph Yuma Bwaka, as he approached the diaspora community there in the US. We move over to another important headline on our news feed here for today. We have Lisa Dassey wins Fajar presidency. Lisa Dassey wins Fajar presidency. In a momentaneous development that has gotten widespread acclaim, popular female journalist Lisa Tene Dacier has been elected as the president of the Female Journalists Association of Liberia, FAJAD. Her election has given and was driven by resounding support as she received an overwhelming majority vote and an absolute mandate from her colleagues. This victory is a triumphant one, not just for me, but for every female journalist in the country. Darcy, the founder and CEO of Women's TV, told the Daily Observer via a telephone interview on Sunday. The newly elected president emphasized the importance of the unity and reconciliation within the association, recognizing that her election signifies a win for all female journalists. Darcy defeated VOA Liberia correspondent Denise Nipson 156 to 62 votes in an election that was held at the association's headquarters in Pinsville outside Monrovia. The electoral process brought together almost 300 members of the association. Orita Bundo, Sia won the vice president race, defeating her opponent Vivian Moba by 150 votes to 70 votes. Patience Bay Kuma and Famata E. Thomas were elected Secretary General and Financial Secretary respectively. Both were unopposed. The president-elect Dice is passionately advocated for a united front and called on members to work together in fostering a cohesive and harmonious environment. One of the key goals of her tenure is to push for the decentralization of the association, ensuring that leadership is inclusive and representative of journalists across the country. By extending the reach of the organization beyond the capital city, she envisions a more vibrant and inclusive platform for female journalists to voice their concern and aspirations. We are going to ensure a decentralized FAJAC where every female journalist across the country will feel a part, she said. Our vision is inclusion, unity, collaboration, and empowerment. This is from this is from the newly elected president of the FAJA. Her name is Lisa Dassey, as she won presidency of the FAJA organization. Of course, this is an organization of female journalists association of our country in Liberia, and she had been elected as the president. So we move over to the New Down newspaper. New Down says American sanction does not frighten me. PYG. American sanction does not frighten me. This is from PYJ, of course, Prince Jerube Johnson. America's sanction does not frighten me. Former Liberian warlord Senator Prince Yomi Johnson of Nimba County says U.S. sanction has done him no harm while arguing that he has done nothing wrong. Therefore, the storm of sanctions from the United States of America does not frighten him. I have done nothing wrong. America knows my record, and I am a better off person. That storm intended to implicate me is weak. It cannot move me from here to go anywhere, the 71-year-old senator says defiantly, adding, You say sanction? America's sanction is not a storm for me. I am standing strong. Senator Johnson tells worshippers at his Christ Chapel of Faith Ministries in Painesville. Speaking on the theme Walking Through the Storm of Life, with text from Psalm 23, verse 4 to 6, the rebel general turned evangelist states that a storm over Liberia has been removed by Liberians, but Liberians are still beating war's drum against one another. Now the storm of war has been removed, but Liberians are still looking for trouble. They are still beating war drum looking for trouble when there's no trouble. He alleged that United States sanctions against him were initiated by those he described as Americo-Liberians, accurately slamming collaborating political party CPP political leader Alexander Cummings, political commentator Henry P. Costa, and human rights activist Councilor Jerome Verder as few of those persons that use America to implicate sanctions against him. Councillor Verda, a former chair of Liberia Truth and Reconciliation Commission, indicated Prince Johnson and other former warlords as people who committed heinous crimes and crimes against humanity, recommending for their prosecution. The storm of life has been broken, but there are still people looking for force on people whose lives have been delivered and liberated. They will go and they implicate people. I know some American Liberians who come here running for president and wanted our support, but we have taken it and given to who we want to give it. So they went and joined some of their gay friends in America to implicate us. I know Cummings, he did that to me. I know Costa and Verda PYG Regis. He knows that Nimba County has had the worst of storms in Liberia, as there came a time when government viewed the county as enemies of the state. This is from Prince Yoruba Johnson, a senator of Nimba County. We move quickly to Koji story under the New Dawn newspaper. Koji confirms relationship with Vali Tile. Koji confirms relationship with Vali Tile. U.S. sanctioned Monrovia Mayor Jefferson Koji has told a trial court that he has a working relationship with Mr. Vali Tile. In a testimony provided during the ongoing trial over Shala Musu's brutal murder. Liberia former Truth and Reconciliation Commission TRC boss Councillor Jerome Verder has accused Koji of allegedly ordering Monrovia City Police official Fali Tilek to carry out the attack that led to Shala's murder. Both Koji and Tilek have denied the allegation that they were responsible for the attack on Liberia's former Chief Justice, Councillor Gloria Musu Scott's Broadway residence where Shala was murdered. However, Councillor Scott and three of her family members were instead indicted by Liberian prosecutors and they are being prosecuted for Shala's murder. Councillor Scott and Gertrude Newton, Alice Johnson and Rebecca Uda Wisner have pleaded not guilty to the indictment. Last week, defense lawyer pathologist Dr. Matthias R. Okoye said he found a male DNA in the middle left-hand fingernail of deceased Shadow Musu. On the witness stand Tuesday, 12 December 2023, Dr. Okoye said the late Shadow Musu died of blunt force trauma as a result of multiple stabbing wounds. The witness testified that the stabbings were done by a muscular male. At the request of the defense team, the court subpoenaed Koji to testify in the case regarding phone number of interest. Mayor Koji said he doesn't have a specific number for a particular employee within the employ of Monrovia City Corporation, MCC. But he said he has two numbers which are 0779 229 900 and 0776 407 969. Mr. Koji said his most regular number is 0779 229 900, adding that he presented his communication and that if the defense counsel was still in doubt, his numbers are available. He added that the court can communicate with him anytime or it can even subpoena his numbers through the GSM company anytime to provide his innocence. Two numbers were being submitted and those numbers are my numbers. It was predicted upon that the police investigated and they gave me a police clearance, he said. So I will pray this court that I have been vindicated from the police with a clearance. If the defense has further interest, my other number is still available. He said he wants them to subpoena it as well and they can verify it. But as it is now, the police have vindicated me with clearance, Mayor Koji said. UP wants Bwaka inaugurated at the Capitol building. This is information bringing forth to you this morning from the New Dawn newspaper. UP wants Bwaka inaugurated at the Capitol building. Let's take a short break. When we get back, folks, we fill you in on this information relating to our country, Liberia. But before I leave you for a short break, Mohammed Vanikane is watching and he said, please share, like, and follow our page. It's so important. Kelina Tokwa, thank you all for the regular update of news. Thanks to you, Kelina Tokwa. Abu B. Jallo following live from Grand Bassa County. Abu B. Jallo is one of our huge supporters here on Foca Online TV. He follows our page. He makes recommendations. He shares our live stream. And it's such a It's such an honor to have you, Abu Jalo, always following. You follow the Focal Women Talk, you follow all of our platform here, and there's a need for us to call you officially and give you an appreciation for following our page. Thanks to you, Abu B. Jalo, for joining us this morning. And I say Merry Christmas to you and a prosperous New Year. I hope to see you soon with a better appreciation for and on behalf of the Focal platform here where we have the daily edition of Inside the Print Media and the Focal Women Talk. Thanks for following us. Let's take a short break, folks. And when I get back, I will give you information of what UP wants. The news says UP wants Bwaka inaugurated at the Capitol building. UP wants Bwaka inaugurated at the Capitol building. Let's take a short break. When I get back, I give you the news in details. Don't forget, I am your presenter here, and my name is Greg Finan Courage Bar. See you when I get back sooner.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Togba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Togba. My name is Greg Finan Courage Bar. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is here every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
wow.
CNN, ABC News. We bring you headlines from those standpoints.
Wow, that is very, very, very amazing.
So we say, join us every day on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media at 10 a.m. with the headlines of top stories in our country and the world at large on Focal Online TV.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media with your news presenter, Greg Finan Courage Bar. So, if you are just joining us, we have done the Daily Observer newspaper, and of course, there are interesting headlines within the news. So, we encourage you to get yourself a newspaper and be familiar and informed of all of the happenings within our country, Liberia. Of course, we are into the New Dawn newspaper, and the headline says UP wants Bwaka inaugurated at the Capitol building. UP wants Bwaka inaugurated at the Capitol building. The Unity Party, has requested the Joint Presidential Transition Team (JPTT) to use the Capitol as a revenue of inauguration of President-elect Ambassador Joseph Yuma Bwaka and his Vice President-elect Senator Jeremiah Cohn. The disclosure has made at a JPTT meeting held in Monrovia Thursday, 14 December 2023. Officials of the outgoing Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC-led government, and the UP officials are working on the JPTT to ensure a smooth transition of power from the George Manneh Weah-led regime to the Bouakai regime on 22nd January 2024. Addressing the press Thursday at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Liberia's Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Sakimiya said the incoming Unity Party-led administration has forwarded a communication to their representation on the JPTT request that the inauguration moved to the Capitol building instead of the Samuel Kayando Sport Complex in Painesville. We have also received a request of notification from the incoming administration through HE President-elect Ambassador Joseph Yuma Bouaka and Vice President-elect Senator Jeremiah Cohn to propose to the incumbent administration that the inauguration venue be at the Capitol building, Ambassador Kimiya said. Kimiya said the incumbent CDC-led administration has responded that it has received the notification in good faith, considering the reality of the source of authority of the team. They will pass a communication onward to the extension of HE President Weah, and based on the appropriate feedback, they will inform the JPTT team as to the President's response in the next JPTT meeting scheduled for the next Wednesday, December 20, he noted. With the commitment of President George Weah, we can assure you that the transition is irreversible, irrevocable, and we are on the trajectory of this transition in our country's history towards an unprecedented level, Minister Kimiya assured. So another one from the Front Page Africa newspaper, U.S. Congress passes law enabling U.S. government to prosecute foreign corrupt officials. U.S. Congress passes law enabling U.S. government to prosecute foreign corrupt officials. This is far away from Liberia, of course. It occurred within the U.S. and it's done internationally. So we are here to inform you internationally about the headlines within our news for today from the Front Page Africa newspaper. The U.S. Congress has approved the Foreign Exploitation Prevention Act, FEPA, as part of the annual defense spending bill. The National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, the groundbreaking legislation, criminalizes the act of foreign officials demanding or accepting bribes from Americans, marking a significant milestone in the fight against global corruption. Crafted with the assistance of Transparency International, US, TIUS, FIPA, Gardner, bipartisan support and represents a crucial step towards fulfilling a commitment made by the Biden administration to address the demand side of foreign bribery. The law makes it a crime for any foreign official, including government employees, former officials, or their close associates, to solicit or accept bribes from Americans or American companies, regardless of the location. Scott Crater, Director of Advocacy for Titus, expressed his thoughts on the passage of FIPA, stating, "Today, the United States government comes one critical step closer to helping provide real justice for victims of corruption around the world." FIPA is a landmark bipartisan law that holds the potential to help root out foreign corruption at its source. It is arguably the most sweeping and consequential foreign bribery law in nearly half a century. We now move over to another headline from the Hot Pepper newspaper. And of course, Hot Pepper say Michael sends our fake WhatsApp and Facebook accounts disclaimer again. Michael sent our fake WhatsApp and Facebook accounts disclaimer. The senator-elect of Margibi County, Nathaniel F. Magill, says his attention continues to be drawn to fake and slanderous Facebook and WhatsApp accounts created in his name, with his picture speaking like him and defrauding people of their hard-earned money. In a press disclaimer to the fake accounts over the weekend, Senator elect Magill said, "This is to inform the general public, especially the online community, that I have not authorized anyone to set up, operate, or make any post on my behalf with such accounts." According to him, he has only one Facebook account and one phone number to contact family and friends. "This is my only approved official Facebook page," Honorable Nathaniel F. Magill, he observed. He emphasized that he has continued to report to the police about the criminal individuals who are still using WhatsApp and Facebook accounts with his picture speaking like him and defrauding people. "The practice still continues," he added. At the same time, he warned that "I am not in the business of negotiating business deals with people. Please avoid doing businesses with people in my name. As Senator-elect of Margibi County, please contact my office anytime you receive a message or WhatsApp call from anyone calling themselves Nathaniel Magill. We want to thank the police for arresting some of the individuals in the past, but the practice has not stopped. So let the public be warned," Senator-elect Magill warned the people of Liberia. Thanks for joining us this morning, and happy new week to you out there. We hope that you be efficient and effective as you go about your daily routine today. If you are a student, be more studious. We pray and hope that you continue to stick your head in the book, because there will come a day where you have to defend everything you earned today. And if you are a working class, we encourage you to continue to do what is right in your working environment. If you are celebrating your birthday today, I'm leaving you with a birthday treat, a birthday shout out to you out there. If you are driving to your business center, happy birthday. If you are celebrating tomorrow, happy pre-birthday to you. Your anniversary, wedding anniversary, I say happy wedding anniversary to you, and happy pre-anniversary to you as well. Don't forget to like and follow Focal Online TV, because this is the only online TV that brings innovation to broadcasting. And I'm proud to be a worker or an employee of Focal Online TV, where we can carry out these amazing platforms and bring innovation by informing you about the happenings within our country. Lastly, thanks Abu Bijalo for joining us today. Thanks to Mohammed and Kaylin Natopa. It was nice having you on our news feed here. It was nice having you in StreamYard with me. Thanks so much. Don't forget, my name is Greg Finan Courage Choir, and I say I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. I'm not saying my Christmas on you, because times are hard, but of course, let's share the love we have in this season with one another as brothers and sisters of this global universe. Don't forget, Liberia is all we have to avoid violence. And I love you. Do call this a day, as I'll be back tomorrow with interesting topics and headlines. Thanks for joining us. Bye bye. I love you.